EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Brees now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Brees going to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Safety creep. He's coming, he's coming. We're going to 54. Line in. Then we're going to 53. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
54, Mike, 54. They can't hang with us. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Back, back, back. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Check, check. We're going to 54, line in. 26.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
We're going to 53. Kill, kill. We're going to 54, going to 54. Line in.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10.
54 Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check 52. Switch, switch.
A first down carry by Elliott. Able to shape, free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Elliott. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the we're going to 54. Watch the win. We're going to 54.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's got Smith here.
Breeze passes. Completion. Touchdown Smith. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Now Breeze again. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Ready, yellow lady. Check right 54, right 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Opposite. Hey, exit.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Being chased out left. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Here's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, watch that, bravo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Hey, dude. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming out to you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Breeze here finding Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You ready? Right there, 54 miles.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that...
Now Breeze lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Chef! We're going to 54. Why? You go play.
On first down, it's Elliott. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check three. Check.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Here we go again. Check 9. Check 26. Watch the edge. Watch out. Then we're going to 53. Here we go. Going to 54. Why? 26.
Running with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 3. Mike 56.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He can't hang.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's our time.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Crunch. Check 24, check 24. Alert flare, flare. Check 43.
They'll run with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. In. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Watch the slant. Hey, orbit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
5-8. Check. 53. 54. Check Mike. Mike, 54. Mike, wahoo.
On play action. Now Breeze. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Play action. Breeze. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Haywood. 54. I got one. Bang. Kill. 13. Ready, tack.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.